You know, it looked like the first game. I did. There were some nervous youngsters out there at times. And there also was some guys that had played and they'd been through it and they looked like they had played. I think it was a great time for us to gain some experience with those young guys, get them on the field. I think we played a numerous amount of freshmen. So that was really good to get those guys in the game.
It's really the first time, I guess, you've been here that you were able to rotate in that many offensive linemen that early in the season. Talk about the benefits of that.
No, it'll pay dividends, greatly at the end of the year. I think it's, one of the things we need to keep maturing in that position. We need to keep getting better in that position, and I think that position will dictate how we come out, towards the end of the season. I think it's very important that we gain some depth, and we gain some experience in that position.
Coach Mullen said that one of the areas that you guys sort of looked at was missed assignments on both sides of the ball. When you looked at missed assignments for offense, what needs to be improved in terms of that?
Well, I think the big thing there is just making sure that, and we talk about this, religiously when you go up to the line of scrimmage, is to have a plan. And when you come in there and you have a plan and you know what you're going to do, it's very important to execute that plan. A lot of young guys got in and, they were just very happy to get in, and the speed of the game and things happened really, really fast. And those are things that are very hard to choreograph in practice. So it becomes more of a reaction, and they feel more confident with their assignments. And then that's what we're looking for them to get to, where they feel confident with it and they quit making mistakes.
How'd you feel that Tyler's played?
I thought he did a really, really good job. There was two plays probably, and he knows which two they were, that he really didn't play up to where we thought he was. He was just trying to make something happen where he just needs to let the system take over and go within the system, and I thought he played well other than those two plays.
What do you think of some of those young running backs you got out there for the first time?
I thought it was absolutely great. I mean, the experience, when you watch them run, Milton and them took off and broke some tackles. It's when it comes to coaching, there's a couple of times that you got to overcome coaching and making a safety miss and stuff like that. It's not one of those deals where we block all 11 of them. And I was happy to see some of those guys break some tackles.
What do you see from Auburn's defense so far?
Oh, wow. They can run now. Two defensive ends are very, very legitimate. I mean, you look at them, 55, 94. I mean, those guys are pass rushing fools now. They're like a feeding frenzy when you watch piranhas go after somebody in the water.
Shark Week.
Yeah, it could be now. We just got to make sure we put a hat on them and we get after them.
How much of an advantage do you think? Auburn obviously played Clemson, who's supposed to be very good this year. You guys played Jackson State, who obviously a 1AA team. I mean, does that, the speed of the game, Coach Mullen talked about that. I mean, how do you try to kind of simulate that when Auburn's already gone through it for a week?
Well, we'll let you know here in practice. It's one of those deals in practice. We're getting that scout team revved up. We're getting everybody ready to go to play really, really, really hard. I think it's very important that we get those types of looks. Playing is one issue. Being on the scout team is something that's valued around here greatly. I mean, they've got to give us a great look. They got to get after us. That'll make us better.